Hello everyone, and welcome back to Night in the Woods with Maple Leaf and Olive Branch. So Maple Leaf, last time around, May got shot. Or at least we think she did.
Well, we heard a gunshot, and we were playing as May at the time.
Yeah.
Nice!
Now we're back with the group. Yeah, nice! May got shot. Nice! So, we're just playing, I think they're like playing some sort of GTA-esque game. I don't know, the soundtrack is very Crazy Taxi-ish, though.
It's funny... What's the guy on the left? What's his name?
It's Germ.
Germ. It's been 12 years. Germ looks like he's holding an Xbox 360 controller, and Greg looks like he's holding a PS4 controller.
It's the same thing. I think it's just Germ's hands are tiny. Greg's hands are huge.
Maybe Greg's just holding it properly.
Yeah. Germ's little midget hands can't reach the buttons. He'd never be a good fighting game player.
But he would make an excellent president.
Hell yeah, tiny hands. So, now we get to play as Bee.
As the best character in the game. Here she is. Apparently nonplussed.
Nonplussed?
Nonplussed. Is it nonplussed or nonplussed? I'm going to say
nonplussed.
Nonplussed.
Trust me, they are plussed. They are quite plussed.
That May has been taken out?
Well, you'll see. I mean, like, they're all worried sick, but I think they're all taking it out in their own way. Like, Greg's playing a video game. Bee is just, like, kind of wandering around chatting with people, and you'll see what Angus is up to.
Crying?
Have you ever broken a controller playing so hard?
Playing hard? I play Smash Brothers competitively, and I wear them down occasionally, but never to the point where they're broken.
Yeah, well, Bee said that in senior year, during her mom's whole shebang, she broke a stick. So, you know, sorry, Bee. Sorry for your rage issues.
Oh, well, that's a different question, if I broke a controller in rage.
Yeah.
And yes, like, I have done that. Not actually during Smash Brothers, believe it or not.
Surprising.
Yeah. Broken controllers doing other things.
Just like playing a game and you're like, this fucking boss! And you just shove it through a wall.
Yeah, usually something like that. And only when I was younger, like during my preteens. I remember way back, my brother, he was playing a game called True Crime, Streets of LA?
Yeah, I think so.
Streets of LA for the GameCube. And he got up to one particular boss, and we had a orange GameCube controller at the time, and it was our best controller. And he kept losing to it, and then he just got super mad, and he slammed it against our stone floor. It was a stone floor at the time. And it just shattered. That thing just went kaput. It was all over the place.
For a Nintendo controller to break like that? I mean, those things are made like bricks.
Yeah.
It must have been a very loved controller.
They must have been very what, sorry?
A very loved controller, very well-used controller.
No, it was our best, like I said.
Now May's, Bee was telling the others, hey, have you heard from May at all? Have you heard from her parents? And like, nope. And she's like, that's bad, right? And they're like, yep. It's like, God, you guys, you're not being helpful, just escaping the problem playing video games.
Well, how would you suggest they cope?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they're all coping like, Jesus Christ, we got chased halfway across the city, or the village, or the town, or whatever. And now they're like, shit, gotta play video games. Get this stress out. Where's May? So this whole bit about if it's one guy or many and they swap out, it reminded me a lot of that plot from Hot Fuzz, which was a great movie. And, one of the bad guys was, like, switching coats and all that stuff. It's getting dark earlier. It's wintertime.
So, Angus is coping by speaking in third person?
Well, by cooking.
Oh, that's good. That's a good, healthy way to take out your stress and anxiety.
Want some brownies? I'm making brownies.
Well, maybe not healthy, but productive. It's a productive way.
He's making brownies and
sadness.
Well, you're right. Lasagna is sadness.
I don't know. Depends on the lasagna. I've had some good goddamn lasagna in my time.
Why all the food?
Where are they?
This is Greg's house. Or it's Angus and Greg's house. They live together.
Well, that's kind of an insensitive question.
Aw. Angus is being the mother bear, and I'm not just saying that because he's a bear.
Well, if he weren't a bear, what would you have called him?
The mother bear?
I think you're lying.
No, I'm telling the truth. I mean, he's the one who's taking care of everybody. That's a mama bear thing to do.
Yes, but why a bear specifically?
Because bears care for their cubs. Very strongly, apparently. I am kind of curious to see, if we hadn't hung out with Angus to see the stars that one time, would this have been a conversation about the guy they saw pass a jump? Probably not. I mean, there probably would have been maybe we would have spoken with Gregg and be like, hey, the guy you saw at the house. You know, and Gregg would have said something in his own Greggy way. Do you cook it frozen? No.
No, you're supposed to defrost it first.
Yeah.
But what you're supposed to like leave it in the sink overnight.
Not even that. You're not supposed to leave it outside the fridge. You're supposed to defrost it in a fridge. You're not supposed to defrost it outside.
Oh, well, either way, you're supposed to do it the night before.
Or that, yeah. You're supposed to leave it sometime, but you don't cook it frozen. Otherwise, you're just going to either have a warm, hot outside and a frozen inside, and it's all terrible for everyone. Speaking of terrible for everyone, this is a bad situation.
Well, B says that like she has a plan.
Yeah, what can you do?
B is a good person, and I believe in her if she has a good plan. Or if
Wait, listen.
Sounds like someone at the door. There's definitely a knocking.
B, can you not hear that?
What? It's very rude to leave them outside the door after they've so politely knocked.
Gregg, your plan would work if you weren't playing video games.
Just talking. Is it supposed to go black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're back to May now.
Okay. So we're back to May?
Yeah.
So she's... Is she...
She doesn't look very good.
Well, did they just leave her there?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Like, playing this, I was like, wait, why are we playing as B after the gunshot? I know we went to a new part, and like part 4, the end of everything. And it's like, whoa, shit.
Well, I kind of got the impression that May was in the hospital. That's why they asked if they had heard anything from May's parents. And also, they were with May hunting these guys when they found the cult, right?
They probably scattered in all 4 directions, you know? Like, when the moment the cult starts chasing them, everyone just takes to the wind, you know? Everyone just runs the fuck away. So now May's making her way back home. Was she there all night?
Making her way downtown? Well, clearly she was.
She does not look well at all.
But then again, if she was being chased by the cult, and then she got shot, which means that the cult probably found her body. So they left her alive, which is interesting because they were definitely standing around a dead body. They don't have any qualms with killing a person.
Well, killing their own. But the thing is that May obviously is hallucinating here. There are no homes anywhere. We see mailboxes, but no houses.
No, this is normal.
Totally normal.
It means that Possum Springs is dying. They've taken the homes, but, they've taken everything that they need, which is the homes. And not May. That's the symbolism here. They didn't need May.
May is not necessary for this world. Jesus.
Kind of an off-topic question, but I wonder what engine this game was made in.
That is a good question. We should check it up later.
Maybe.
You're curious to make your own game, after all.
Well, yeah. That's kind of a huge pipe dream right now, though. Are we still May?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, that's assuring.
Yeah.
Could you get a doctor, too?
I don't think anyone here is a doctor, yo. This is obviously a dream sequence. I mean, come on. Why would Lori be here? Why would Summers be here? Why would Mr. Twigmeyer, the goat on the left, be here?
Because they all... How do you remember his name?
I like this game.
It's because they all love May.
That guy does not. Twigmeyer hates her guts. Also the alligator dude. I don't remember his name. The guy on the right.
I'll take your word for it.
Like, she threw eggs at the side of his house, and he hates her. He's like, you watch your step around here, kid. You know? Aw.
Okay, well, Lori and her parents love her.
That's 3 out of 7.
The pastor associates with her. What's the poet's name again?
Summers.
Summers?
Selmers.
Selmers?
Yeah.
She also associates with May. The teacher associates with May, so that's most of them.
I wonder if this room would be full with people if she talked with more people. Like, I talked with everyone I could, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, how much more talking could you have done?
They're speaking like she's already dead. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, she might be. You don't know.
She's not... We just saw her pass out on the side of her house. I mean...
Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah. She's dead now. The game is now a dead zone. It's all a dead dream.
You know, they say before you die, just before you die, you see your life flash before your eyes.
That's kind of true, actually.
Well, maybe... Well, are you saying from experience?
Yeah, from experience.
Okay. We'll talk about that later, but the joke that I'm about to say is that maybe the entire game has been the hallucination, and May has just been dying this entire time. After all, are we not constantly, like, aren't all of us dying, technically speaking?
We're all, the moment we're born, the clock's ticking. Addiction, jail, rehab, divorce. Ah, poor Selmers. She's the one who wanted to shiv that boyfriend of hers.
Come on, Selmers, lighten up.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Why should May be freed of having consequences?
Yeah, May's... I mean, like, let's not mince words here. May's a little bit of an asshole.
A little bit?
A little bit.
She's getting better.
She's got good in her, just like everyone does, but, you know, we are there for her bad times as well. It's not like she's a saint.
No. She's obviously a very troubled millennial, a very troubled youth. Living in the Rust Belt. By the way, props to Fadul and whatever admin picked up to change the tag to Midwest. Because, you know, this whole game is a commentary on that.
This alligator chewing out May?
Yep. Well, she's the neighbor who basically they hate each other mutually. That's the best you could way. The best way you could say, really.
Yeah. I hope she wakes up. That's about the best compliment that this guy could have given, I'm sure.
The dad's like, oh, okay, May, what did you do to these people?
Thank you, William. Thank you, Bill. Bullet William.
He'll speak up.
The goat.
On the block. Attack the block. She's the daughter I never wanted.
Do they not have a hospital in Possum Springs?
Good question.
That's that's a legit question, actually.
Maybe the next hospital is like 3 towns over.
I would assume something like that. A town that doesn't have a hospital? This is kind of an insensitive thing to say, considering that Possum Springs is supposed to be an allegory for actual places, actual towns in the Rust Belt. But if a town doesn't have a hospital, then, like, real talk, how are you supposed to survive in that sort of environment?
Clinics, maybe. The local doctor. So, Dad says they got shot at. Yeah, and where May fell, and we'll call the police then. Have you already done that?
Is he suggesting that May was shot by a hunter?
Maybe. I mean, are the parents in on this?
No, I would assume that if the dad were to say something like that, he would just be mistaken. I mean, all they really know is that May was shot.
Well, she was shot at. And I mean, the mom is implying that she fell. Because she climbed so often, but all it takes is to fall in one bad way.
Well, I mean, she did fall, and she was shot at. Both of these things are correct. I'm not throwing shade on the parents just yet.
It's that guy. He wants a soda.
At the very beginning.
Yeah, the janitor. The repair guy.
Okay, so clearly they are in a hospital.
Now they are.
I would assume that this is Possum Springs because I kind of doubt that this one janitor services whatever county that he's in. Probably just an area within a town.
Maybe he's the one handy guy in the entire city.
Yeah. Even still, if it were the entire city, they would still be in the hospital in the city.
He's here to fix a door.
It's gonna be fine.
So obviously, this guy's obviously more than he seems. I mean, he also showed up during the Harvest to play the role of a witch or something. Or of a traveler or something like that. So it's like, this guy obviously plays a bigger role than he seems.
I'm gonna guess he's part of the cult.
My name's Janitor. Bye.
I'm gonna guess the janitor is part of the cult.
The house is gone.
Maybe even the one that shot May, but I'm not gonna speak that far ahead just yet. But that would be my guess.
The house is gone. It is gone. It was gone when she tried to get there. It's dead.
Well, we're coming up on the end of this recording. Have you felt that these 18 minutes we've accomplished... I don't know how to phrase this, but do you think that the pacing in this section was alright?
This whole dream sequence, or this whole section?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gotten set out at least two things. First, that her friends made it home okay, and they're all worried sick to death, but they're all trying to get their own... They're all trying to find their own way to cope.
Mm-hmm.
And May, maybe she made it back home okay. I mean, she's sleeping in her bed. Maybe someone dragged her in here. I mean, all we know for sure is that May is obviously having an experience. Although she still looks really bad.
Okay, was she shot or not? Jesus Christ.
I think she was shot at, but maybe she just fell and hurt herself. She broke her arm, or maybe, I don't know. I don't think she was shot, though. But we're going to find out this later on, because right now May seems to be in a bad state.
Yeah, this expression doesn't look like from a woman that just fell.
We'll see soon enough, won't we?
I guess so.